Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A civilized society or a civilized country could be measured by the kinds of rules, laws it has, and the functionability of those rules or laws. That means, are they working, they're not working, and if they're respected, that is, obeyed. If there's a law, there's a law. Obviously, you're going to have corruption here and there, but if it's just a little bit, it's better than to be a lot. The consistency in following orders and rules and policies tells self-discipline. You have to be self-disciplined in order to prevent yourself from breaking the law, because you have to consciously think the cost benefit, and you have maybe to have a not maybe, but you have to have a kind of like a moral, personal moral standard, principles, values, and say I'm above this. I'm not gonna do this, even if they're not looking, because you respect yourself. Well, for instance, let's say you're in a competition. For that competition there are rules. You don't want the other side that you're competing against to cut the corners and not, follow the rules. You wouldn't like that. How would you call that? Unjust. And the judges closing their eyes, not seeing that or saying, wait a minute, that was not played by the rules. Because we're not here like you go to college and you just go over there and they give you a diploma before you graduated. So you have to go the 4 years, 5 years, or how long you go for. So you don't receive the visa, the diploma as you stepped into the college the first day. Correct? Correct. Unlike former President Barack Obama, who was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize without doing anything. He was not even a president. He was just elected. He was not even, I think, in the office. So you don't do that. That's not how we do it in civilized countries. Now, I did all this big circle to go to the tiny dancer. And the tiny dancer is the Prime Minister of Finland. That 38-year-old dancer, that was on camera, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, having fun and so on. But I think you should have more decency, because you also represent a country. You're a prime minister. You're not a dog catcher. Now, she went and she visited, obviously, Ukraine, so she can, put that badge of honor. She has elections in a month, and it seems like Finland is supporting Ukraine, so she did that. She has to. The problem is that she didn't follow rules, constitutional, I might say. So she broke the constitution, or at least whatever is the constitutionality. What the hell? I'm breaking my mouth. Of whatever she said. She said she promised Zelensky fighter jets. Well, that's a procedure, rules, regulations. She has to talk with some other people first before she goes and tells this guy that, Finland is going to give you some 62 fighter jets. So she's as I always say, a juvenile, but she got voted in the office. So then what do you think about the voters? It's the same thing as Biden. If you don't see something wrong with Biden, is either you don't want to, or the other one, you don't see it really. That tells you something about something else. The same with this Marin is her name, the Prime Minister of Finland. I'm going to read you this article so you can have the details of what she did. She went over there, she bent over, and Zelensky Stein did what he does best, ask for money. That's it. After she blamed probably everybody else, because this occurred because of you guys, and if you don't give me the money, see how much destruction is here? It's because of you. If you give us money, no destruction. If you give us money, no destruction. You don't give us money, destruction. And is destruction, the Russians are gonna come to your door, and then they're gonna not only dance with you, but with you. All right, let's move on again. Let's see what's going on here. All right, here it is. This is from the Telegraph via MSN, Sanna Marin's offer of fighter jets for Ukraine catches Finland off guard. So this is 7 hours ago, on March 13, 2023. So here is the tiny dancer. Sanna Marin, the Prime Minister of Finland, has been accused of offering fighter jets to Ukraine without first discussing it with the government, the president or military. Hello, pong, pong, pong. Wake up, what are you doing? Well, what do you expect? I didn't expect much. So let's go. Miss Marin, who faces elections next month, suggested on a surprise trip to Kiev that Finland could donate the planes. The center left. No. You see how these guys... Have you ever heard far left? Let me know when you see someone of a far left. Aww. All right. So let me know when you're gonna see a far left, but far right all the time. No far is center left. No, probably she's a communist. Let's move on. Look, put it in a heart, ting 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 like this, and put it on a wall. Zelensky Stein with Sanna Marin. Great, great. Anyway. So was criticized for, she was criticized for, now listen to this, ignoring constitutional obligation. What does that mean? Obligation, she has to. It's legal. He has to. Rule, remember? Rule, that's a rule. That's constitution. You have to consult on foreign policy and security matters and making the visit so close to the April 2 vote. So what should happen with this tiny dancer? In Ukraine, Miss Marin said Finland could donate some of its 62 Fa-18 Hornet fighters, which will soon be replaced by 64 F-35A jets. And I'm quoting, the discussions are in the very early stages, said Marin, as she raised Ukrainian hopes that Zelensky's demands for jets from the West could be met. Man, this is the Telegraph. What's your language, Telegraph? Did you hear that? Zelensky's demands? Wow. Anyway, but Sauli Niinisto, Finland's president, told the Finnish news agency that there has been no discussions with anyone. Well, she's a communist, so communists are... how do you call them? Tyrants? How do you want to call them? Look at them. Look at this guy. I'm going to get the money. I'm so good. I'm in a war zone. Slash. Anyway, move on. So, let's move. I don't like to see that. Antti Kekkonen, the defense minister, who is from a different party to Miss Marin, said Finland needed the planes and he had no idea what she was planning. Why do you need to know? She made a decision for you. So here it is, the tiny dancer. She is the prime minister. If she's incapable, she's 30 what? 39 or something? I know it's somewhere here. 37. Well, you can tell I'm old if I look at the 37-year-old chick and say, chick, you're not a chick anymore, but hey, I don't want to insult anybody. No, she's not bad looking, but she's not over there. She shouldn't be there for that. You know what I mean? She's over there for this and for this, not for this, you know, the heart. It's just the wrong person. And that's what happens when you get crazy. When you have things, you start becoming more flexible, tolerant with stupidity, and stupidity will take over. Ignorance will take over because you say, "Aw." Remember, when you don't have much, you fight for little things that you got. Let's put it this way: if you don't have anything, you don't care because you don't have anything. Once you start gaining things in life, you don't want to lose those things because you work very hard for those. In case you work hard for them. You know, and then you're a little bit more, I'm not gonna give shit to anybody, you know what I mean? But once you get more and you say, well, I can buy 50,000 glasses if I want. It's not a big deal. Yeah, you take it. Yeah, the kid, I don't know, wrecked your car. It's okay, I'm gonna buy 50 more. I got the money. You know what I mean? But if this is the only one, it's your dream car. You know what I mean? And that's a towel. So this is it. So you become more, it's okay. The same with Marin. Finland is doing very well economically. That's what I mean it. And parents, when they get to have stuff, they spoil the kids. Some of them, most of them. That's why the kids are spoiled and all Antifa and this matter and that matters and all this, social justice and all that. And they're like, look at them. They like came from the basement 3 minutes ago. They've never seen the sun shine outside. They're just like, ugh. Anyway, these guys are gonna vote and they go over there. When I see videos with this Antifa guy, I'm like thinking like, I can go through you. A regular person, a regular man can go through all this because they are pretty like this and they are like this. So it's anyway, and they all like look like teenagers. That's how they look, and all skinny and they are very how do you call it? Very verbal and in your face, and they move around like they're gonna hit you or something. Anyway, let's move on here. So I think Finland is doing very well economically, therefore they can afford having something like this. Oh, she's pretty, okay, or whatever. Yeah, she represents us. That's not the goal. The goal is to do a job. She doesn't even follow what she's a liability. I think she's a liability. If you can't do that, what else can you do? But I don't even know if she knows what liability is. How did she get that position? And a position. 30 what? She's been over there for some time, right? If she's for a re-election, she must have been over there for a few years. So that means what? She's got over there at 35, 34? I mean, I've been at 34, 35, but I had like this stack of books already read. Been around the world a few times. What did she do? What exactly? You know what I mean? I mean, look at this guy saying, how much can you know? What did you do? You were involved in politics? Don't tell me you had time to gain knowledge and information. What were you good at? Don't make me use my imagination, my evil imagination, or my naughty imagination. Anyway, this is it, man. These are our leaders. And look at I was about to say Obama, Jesus Christ. That too. Biden, look at Biden, look at Kamala, look at Scholz. Let's do it the other way. The only person in Europe and United States of America and Canada and Australia and New Zealand, the other one. Do you remember Andalena from New Zealand? Jesus Christ, that's another tiny dancer, but that was dangerous, much dangerous than this one. And if you have Annalena Baerbock of Germany, the foreign minister, another, but she's in power. And again, she's what, 41 or something? How in the hell? How much do you know? How much do you know? How much time you had to gain information, knowledge? From where? Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, the only guy is Macron. I think Macron is the guy who acts like a, I don't want to say leader, but something that looks presentable. I don't want to say presentable because that would probably insult other presidents. And I don't look presidential. It's okay, you don't have to. You have to do a job. But I think Macron is sneaky, smart. He's intelligent. He sees things. He puts himself in the other person's shoes when he negotiates, when he talks. The other ones are like, oh, yeah, I want this and I want it now. Smack. Anyway, this is the Prime Minister of Finland. She's a liability. But hey, you guys voted for her. Good job. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.